Pagan Path Works, and today we're going to do a garden tour and a channel update. So if you're interested in seeing the garden and hearing my update, then stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome to my June garden tour. Oh my gosh, this place is just sprouted. These are the potatoes. They got some kind of, I don't know if you can see those black spots. I guess those are eggs. I don't know what they go to. Probably the crazy bugs that ate the crap out of my potato plant leaves. But it doesn't really hurt the potatoes because they still grow things, so I don't have a problem with them eating the leaves as long as it still produces potatoes. Now this monster is if you can see, it takes up quite a bit of space. That is a couple or three. These are actually not cucumbers. They are pumpkins. There's pumpkin plants, and down here is the watermelons. I planted both the watermelons and the cantaloupes and the pumpkins all together. The only thing that came up, and very unexpectedly, was this pumpkin plant, and these things are massive, y'all. And it has kind of taken over the garden space, and I have let it because, you know, we have ants really bad, so I have had to put some Sevin Dust out because, as you can see, they just chew off the flowers, and without the flowers we don't get any. But there are some flowers there. Hopefully they will survive to make pumpkins. I really would like to have some pumpkins, so I put some Sevin Dust out, even though I don't particularly like that. It's an indiscriminate killer. Over there is the cucumbers and the pole beans that I planted. I did pull up all of the peas because of the rain. I think they just got too much powdery mildew. These right here, these are bush beans. And I have loved these little guys. They are just amazing. They have produced so much fruit. We have enjoyed them so much. Over here I have some more potatoes that are planted in a succession planting. So we'll see if these come up. And here is, look at my rosemary. It actually survived. I thought this bush died. But it did not, and it is just growing up. So I'm just so happy that look how pretty that is. It's amazing. So these are tomatoes, and down there is some bell pepper, and these are, guys, my corn plants need some help. I think, and the ants we're on that one that fell over, so I don't know how well this is going to produce corn, but we're trying it. It came up, so I am giving them life. My herb patch is doing well. Look at this. The cilantro's gone to seed. I don't know if I should like pick all of this right here and dry it before it goes to seed as well. They just look pretty, and they produce all these little tiny white flowers, so I'm okay with that. I love the flowers. I planted a lot of flowers, not all of them came up. There's some wild weedy flowers going on up there, and that's okay with me as well. The sage and the lavender didn't make it, and that's okay as well. So that's this corner of the garden. Let me go over here and step over the giant pumpkins. That's the view from this side. We do have some nice potato or tomatoes growing. I'm so excited about those. Oh my goodness. Can't wait to eat them when they're ready. There's some more right here. Just really, oh, and there's some more up here. Oh, we're just gonna have lots of tomatoes this year. I'm so excited. What's not doing so good is my onion plants. I have pulled most of them up because they just got wilty and nasty. So there you have it. And like I said, the peas that I planted back here, they did produce some fruit, and I pulled it, and but unfortunately they just got mildew, and I think I planted the wrong things together in this bed. So I'll have to work on that next year, or next time. Now this is a cucumber, but it's got these, I mean, I don't know that I would eat that. It's got all these little black spines on it that look like I would hurt like hell to try to eat that. I don't know what variety of cucumber produces that kind of thing, because I've never grown cucumbers before, but we're gonna have a bumper crop of them because look at all those yellow flowers everywhere. So hopefully, oh, here's some more down there. There's another little baby one. Hopefully it won't get as deformed as its mate up here. But there are flowers all over that plant, so I'm looking forward to having some cucumbers later. And I did pull the lettuce up because the heat started getting to them and they were pretty wilty. Only thing left in this is this kale, and this kale is doing pretty good. It's holding its own. I'm really surprised. Over here is my squash patch. These are combination of yellow long necks and zucchinis. Again, the ants have been eating the flowers off, so I did have to put some Sevin dust out because my home remedy did not work this time with the borax and the sugar. And over here is the carrot patch. I'm not sure how well the carrot patch is gonna do, but I'm gonna leave it in the ground and let them grow. The other thing that failed was this is what's left of my radish patch. My radishes didn't ever really produce radishes. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna replant here. I'm probably gonna replant something, I just don't know what yet. And I'll probably plant something over here in my box as well. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna put in there. So anyway, that's the garden tour for June. So outside the garden is I do have some flowers coming up in here. I just randomly threw a bunch of seeds out, and there are seedlings coming up over here, not so much over here. I'm not sure why. But of course, trusty marigolds and the little weedy flowers. I don't know what the heck those are, but they're welcome here because they're flowers. So that's this side. And my little potted plants here just did not take off. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for those. And here's the flower. Look, they're just about to bloom. I'm so excited about that. It's so beautiful. I'm sure that's a marigold. It looks like a marigold. So again, there some of the flowers seeded that way, and most of those are weeds, but we do have some flowers coming up in there. They've been really slow to take, and we've had a lot of rain. And as you can see, the heat's already got to that one. And oh, look here. Those guys are still hanging on. I don't know what they are, but they're hanging on. I'm happy about that. And so that is the flowers on the outside of the garden. I do, even though I'm urban, I'm decidedly urban or suburban, however you want to put it. I have found a space for my compost pile. Now this little tub over here is where I put the food scraps from the kitchen. So this little blurb, this was supposed to be my garden update, but due to a camera oops on my part, not so much. So hello, um, time for that channel update, and so I had a lot of mishaps with my GoPro camera that just sometimes it just stopped recording. And I think it's just because I had the settings off a little bit. And so when I recorded that channel update, it kind of put it in fast forward mode, and the whole thing was just like gibberish. That actually it didn't even have any sound. It was a little comical. Anyway, that's why I threw it in. But so channel update. I am doing much better. I'm recovering from my surgery. I'm back to work, and so I don't know if you can tell, but I have lost a total of like 22 pounds since this whole thing began. Um, and I right now, as of today, I'm in a much better place. Trying really hard happens every time I go to film. I don't know why. Um, I'm really trying to take my channels in the direction of my mission in life, and my mission is to try to help people change their habits, um, get a little closer to nature, um, eat eat whole foods instead of processed foods, change their habits to help the environment, and I'm finding that it's a little bit harder to reach and to explain, and um, so I guess suppose I'm just gonna lead by example. I'm just gonna do it, and stop really talking about it. I'm just gonna put that content out there on my channel, and hopefully it will help somebody. Um, hopefully, um, I'm probably not making sense because I have my grandson here, and he's a distraction for sure. But I really hope that you enjoyed um, the garden tour. There's so much that I've learned from the garden, and I'm still learning from the garden. I had no idea that those squash plants or those pumpkin plants were gonna be that big or grow that wild. I suppose I should watch a video on how to prune them so they don't kind of take over the garden. And I I I just I'm really excited about the garden this year because it's just done so phenomenally well, and we really have enjoyed. Oh, pardon me. We really have enjoyed eating those green beans the most. The green beans up at and the potatoes, um, those were just totally awesome. So anyway, I suppose it's kind of the lamest channel update ever, but I'm doing well, y'all. I'm on a good path. I'm making progress, and I hope that you stay tuned to the channel, like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz. and keep walking down the path with me because it's gotten pretty interesting. So thank you again for watching and have a